Hey everyone, this is Matt from the Investigram team. Welcome back to our channel. Here we are today with a new video on Coinbase going crypto and how it's likely to impact the markets. Coinbase has been one of the biggest listings in North America, and it's been trying to go public for a long time. The data revealed in its S-1 filing is an eye-opener, but it's what the document means for today's crypto markets and tomorrow's capital markets. The number of verified users was almost 43 million after it added around 45,000 users in a single day. This was almost 2 weeks back. The average number of users transacting in a month surged by more than 30% in Q4 of 2020 alone. If you're trading or someone who is just entering the crypto field, here's a disclaimer. These videos are not meant to be taken as financial advice. It's only for informational purposes. Those looking for financial advice should do their own research. Here's yet another eye-opener. During the fourth quarter of 2020, the institutional trading volume rose over 110% to 57 billion, whereas the trading volume rose by 80%. The firm services around 7,000 institutional accounts, and they go on to say how Coinbase wrote to Satoshi Nakamoto in the IPO filing. He was leading the Coinbase filing. Getting listed on Coinbase is more like a badge of honor because many new crypto users use only that platform. Next up, I'm not going to talk much about this, but just for your information, Germany's largest lender, Deutsche Bank, has plans to offer a crypto custody service. The security and storage services will be available only to institutional clients. That's quite big news for the crypto traders. Moving forward, we have some news about Theta.tv. If you haven't heard of it, this is the future. It's like YouTube, but the difference is that you can earn crypto by watching streams. Now, let's talk about Ripple. Are there other companies doing things like this? Who else has a global regulatory team in DC? This was 2 years back. I'm not going deep into it, but if you look at Ripple and what the team has been doing with all the networking, granted, it's true that they haven't actually delivered, but it's not a simple mission that they're trying to accomplish, so it's likely to take some more time. Many people who have invested in Ripple have lost money. The numbers may not be too high, but the reason why many of them have a bitter experience with Ripple is because in 2018, when it soared high, many people purchased, and for the last 3 years, it only went down. There are some developments now, but no one other than DC's global regulatory team is really quick. Before I move on to showing you some interesting stuff, let's quickly take a look at this recent news of Sologenic. For those of you who haven't heard of this name before, Sologenic is a blockchain company that's going to permit tokenization of assets like stocks. Basically, they can take all the stocks and put them on blockchain. Does that sound a bit crazy? The stock market is closed down for several hours. It closes every night and every weekend. The crypto markets are open 24/7. This is how these markets should operate, right? That could be the future. Sologenic could possibly be that bridge to close the gaps. They opted for the XRP ledger to develop their ecosystem. This ledger integrates features such as a built-in decentralized exchange, low fees, and fast transaction times. Sologenic is no doubt among the most ambitious projects ever developed on XRPL, supporting the mass adoption of blockchain globally. XRPL is the most scalable blockchain, which offers the tools and technologies needed for the Sologenic ecosystem. XRP certainly deserves to be praised here. Its property of censorship-resistant transaction processing is appealing, wherein no single party decides whether an XRP transaction fails or succeeds. It's completely decentralized in that aspect. It's efficient and fast. The consensus algorithm settles transactions in just 4 to 5 seconds and can process up to 1,500 transactions per second. If you look at the latest tech updates, some of these numbers are in the range of 40,000 to 50,000, and it even goes up to hundreds of thousands per second. Responsible software governance from the Ripple team, who develop constructive relationships with financial institutions and governments across the world, secures adaptable cryptography. This facilitates adding and disabling algorithms, so it's adaptable, which is one of XRPL's best features. It's highly customizable, which has turned favorable for innovative companies like Sologenic that need a platform to operate on, and this is the best blockchain for that. Moving forward, here's one of the latest tweets from the CEO of Ripple. This tweet talks about the crypto lawsuit and how it affects the entire space. It's an HBO clip. It's only a minute long, but the fact that it's on HBO is mainstream. Let's play this really quick.
All right, so in December, the SEC sues Ripple, and the gist of it is they say, you guys, or by selling XRP or releasing it into the community, as you would say, it was a security, not an asset, not gold. It's more like a stock. and you didn't register it. What you did was illegal.
That lawsuit, I think, is misguided. I think the idea that XRP is a security, it has traded out there for 8 years. It's kind of like, well, if it was a security, I guess we should have known that a long time ago.
So is your basic defense, you let us trade it for years and thus no givesies backsies? Is that basically your response?
No. I mean, look, if you own a security, it gives you ownership of a company, right? If Ripple goes away, XRP is going to keep trading. Many countries around the world, the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore, they all have clarity and certainty that XRP is not a security. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested that XRP is a security. And that's why I say this isn't just bad for Ripple, it's bad for crypto broadly here in the United States, and it's driving that activity, it's driving that entrepreneurial activity outside the United States. I think that definitely bodes poorly for the US crypto industry at large. I think if you believe these are the future infrastructures for payment networks, I think we should care about what countries have control over those technologies.
So guys, all those points are really good. If we try to hold down this innovation by suing companies like Ripple, which is trying to innovate the space and update it, they're likely to flee to other continents like Europe or Asia, basically to places where the legislation is more friendly. Now let's get over to a topic that I am really excited to talk about. President Biden withdraws Executive Order 13772, which specifically states Ripple as being present at the core of the economic growth both domestically and globally. The executive order was passed in 2017 by Donald Trump. Biden just revoked it. Just look at this. It says there has been an executive order on the revocation of some presidential actions. This was posted around 2 weeks ago on February 24th, 2021. If you look at the bottom of Appendix A, there's a list of companies which are participants in the process of executive order engagement. It includes all these U.S. companies, including some big names like TD Ameritrade, U.S. Bancorp, Quicken Loans, R3, Vanguard, PayPal, and Ripple. But where's another blockchain company? I don't find any. There's one interesting point here. It says Part 2, see page 194 of the executive order. This is where they have listed Ripple as being a participant in the engagement process. Here you can find participants in the executive order engagement process. It has government and international organizations, it has experts and advocates, trade associations and firms, almost every big bank, Credit Suisse, BlackRock, Citigroup. Wow, that's quite a great list. You can also find Goldman Sachs, Google, and MoneyGram here. Here's Ledger X. Seems like another blockchain company. That's interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this. At this point, I want to talk a little about GSX, a gold-secured currency by Apollo Fintech. It's supposed to be the first growth coin and the first coin that rises in asset value. That's how it's being marketed. Growth coin here is more speculative. In crypto, consider something like Bitcoin or Dogecoin. Bitcoin did a 6 million X over 11 years. Bitcoin or Doge don't do anything. Bitcoin is a store of value, but it doesn't have a use case or function. But crypto has a speculative nature where it provides value to things that are not even completed. There's a lot of speculation, but this is much more than merely speculation because there's trust here. These assets are backed by trust. Here, Apollo Fintech is buying up copper mines, gold mines, and gold reserves. Recently, they've purchased $3.8 billion. When they started, it was about a nickel per GSX, around 5 pennies. Presently, it's about a dime, 10 pennies. This is because they bought more assets, and as of now, the value is 10 cents. In the forthcoming 3 years, they wish to get to $20 billion in that trust-backed asset. As they buy more copper mines and gold mines in Africa, the price will spike past a dime. As of now, it's still in the early stages. Here's a disclaimer again. Please don't consider this as financial advice. It's only for informational purposes. Do your research. But when the assets are bought, let's say they are at $20 billion in just 3 years, the value of GSX will automatically go up. So it's kind of a stable coin, though it has potential with people speculating that it will go up. If you've just entered into the crypto market, you have to be prepared to face the risks, but the rewards are even better. This is where you can get really big profits. You can also get wrecked. Be careful and be smart. In my opinion, this is a cool project. It needs real capital behind it because you have to buy those mines that cost several billions of dollars. Fortunately, Apollo Fintech has many other products as well. They're involved in several other things, so they have the needed assets to buy mines. Thanks guys for watching this video and for the immense support that you've been giving to our channel. If this video helped you in any way, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to get more updates like these. Let's connect soon with yet another video.